Hi guys! This week we're going to work on a whale watching patch. Since we're not at the ocean, I figured the best way we could do this is to learn about whales and things that they do and watch some videos and do some activities. Let's go! Whales are the largest animals that have ever lived on Earth, and they're actually bigger than the largest dinosaurs. And scientists think that the whales lived millions of years ago, and they actually probably walked on land. So their back legs disappeared over time, and their front legs became flippers. Look at this picture. You can see the whale on the bottom, but then look at the dinosaurs. Look how big the whale is compared to them. Whales aren't fish. They're actually mammals just like us. So they feed milk to their babies and they breathe air. Since whales are not fish, they don't have gills, so they can't breathe underwater. That means they have to come up to the top of the water so that they can breathe. And they breathe in and out through their blowhole, which is on their back. See the picture of the blowhole here? You can see the water coming up out of its back. That's how it breathes. Whales live in large groups called pods. Baby whales are called calves, just like baby cows. This picture is of a pod of killer whales. And in the middle, you can see the baby. Blue whales and killer whales, like the one we just saw in the picture, can be found in every ocean around the world. Whales migrate, which means they travel, farther than any other animal. They eat during the summer month, building up their layers of fat, which is called blubber. And then when the water begins to cool, they begin their migration to warmer waters. Here you can see their migration. You see the top part of the green, that's North America where we live. And the bottom is South America. So you can see that whales travel from Alaska down to Mexico, and they travel from Antarctica up to Panama, which is a part of right there by Mexico. What's cool is that during the migration, when they travel from the cold waters to the warm waters, they don't eat. All they do is swim and breathe. And you can actually see them jumping in the air, and that's called breaching. Here you can see a picture of a killer whale jumping out of the water. And here's another one. When whales sleep, they stay at the top of the water with their blowhole above the surface. There are two different types of whales, the baleen and the toothed whales. Baleen whales are also called toothless whales. Instead of teeth, they have plates made of baleen in their jaws. Baleen is kind of a hard substance, and it's similar to what you see on horns of other animals like rhinos or cows. Baleen is also called whalebone, and it's really cool because the seawater can pass right through the baleen, and krill, which is almost like a type of shrimp, but really tiny, gets caught in it, and that's what the baleens eat. Here you can see the difference in the two types of whales. The first one on the left is called a baleen, and the other one on the other side is the toothed whales. Here you can see another picture of the different types of whales. The couple on the top are baleen whales, and the ones on the bottom are toothed whales. Can you recognize any of the species of whales? I bet you can tell me what the black and white one is on the bottom. It's a killer whale. And then there's also another. If you look really hard, it has a big long horn coming out of its face. It almost looks like a unicorn. It's called a narwhal. And actually, people call it the unicorn of the sea. Whales eat a lot of food. Actually, they eat 2 tons of krill a day. Some whales have teeth and some don't. Toothed whales mainly eat fish and plants. They have nostrils and blowholes, where other ones only eat krill. Scientists have determined that killer whales can live a maximum of 35 years. They can tell the age of the whale by looking at a cross-section, which is kind of like cutting out the tooth and looking at all the circles on the inside of the tooth, like you do a tree. And you're able to tell how old they are from looking at the circles. You can tell whether or not a whale is a boy or a girl by the shape of their dorsal fin. The male's fin is very tall, and it gets up to 6 feet, so that's way taller than even me. And it's triangular shaped, so it's like a triangle. The girls are shorter, about 3 feet, and they curve, so they look like whales swim by moving their tails up and down and using their flippers. It also helps them to turn. Some whales, such as the sei, can swim more than 30 miles per hour. Can you walk that fast? All whales are very noisy. They squeak, moan, groan, and sigh to talk to each other. These underwater sounds can travel really far. The sounds they make are called whale songs. Whales are the loudest animals in the entire world. Okay, let's see how much you learned about whales from watching this video. What is the difference between a fish and a whale? How are they the same? How do whales breathe? What does the word extinct mean? Are some whales going extinct? Why do you think? How do whales swim? How big are whales? What are baby whales called? How are they born? Were they hatched? Are they laid in a nest? Do the whales come on the beach and lay them there? How does it work? What do whales eat?
Take a deep breath and go! Male humpback whales repeat each other's songs and add to them so they become ever more complex and beautiful, showing off their memory as well as sheer volume. Listening carefully to this song is a female humpback whale. She's here with last year's calf and is ready to conceive another one. He stops singing and follows her. He may sing to her again, but not if he thinks other males are close by. They start to get to know each other. It's an old-fashioned slow-motion waltz.
All right, we're almost done. Now we just have to do some activities. So if you want to pick 3 out of the activities below to do, get help from your mom or dad or grandma or brother or sister, and let's see what you can come up with. Send us pictures. You can do a coloring page, which I'm going to send you guys. It's of Cutie Whale. You can draw a picture of a whale, or using items around your house, you can make a whale. It can be anything you want. Or you can watch a movie that has whales in it. Some that we've watched that I love, that are my favorites, are Free Willy, and there's 4 of them, I believe. Big Miracle, Whale Rider, Luna. You can watch Finding Nemo, Pinocchio, Jonah, a VeggieTales movie, Oceans, or more that aren't on the... Great job, guys. You've now earned this patch, Whale Watch.